Cliff Crater of Laurel never met a radio he didn't like.
I decided retired I needed a hobby, and by mistake I bought one old radio. I started by collecting at garage sales and yard sales, and I knew nothing about electronics.
But Cliff soon learned by reading books. After all, 40 to 60-year-old radios just don't jump out of retirement and start playing. Today, Cliff Crater owns 75 antique radios.
That radio right up above me is about as old as I have, and it plays.
Sounds of the 90s coming from a 1928 radio. The old girl must be ready to roll over in her chassis.
My favorite radio is the Atwater Kent. I think the Atwater Kent is about the best constructed radio that was ever made. I think it was the Rolls-Royce of old radios.
Cliff Crater started listening to radio when he was 8 years old.
I used to listen to Amos and Andy, The Shadow. My mother loved to listen to Easy Aces.
Although Cliff will freely admit the modern solid-state radio is a good radio with much more range than the old ones, he does have one reservation.
I think that the old wood cabinet with the proper speakers and the proper attention to an old radio has much better sound like an old violin than the new stuff that they make today.
Cliff does not sell antique radios, he only buys them, and they keep him busy.
They don't all play. I haven't gotten around to fixing them all yet, Scorchy. I do a little bit, and then I fish.
Cliff Crater, a man of my own heart.